Welcome back, guys, and to celebrate the 100,000 views, I didn't do anything special in the last video, but in this video here, there's been a lot of, well, over the channel time, there's been a lot of just comments asking to see me play, and I didn't used to play a lot for a while there, just because I just did not have the time due to school and everything, but now I've found the time to actually start playing a lot more, and because of that, I'm going to be able to bring more of my games out if you want to see them, because I figured I'd just do it this time for the 100,000 views. Like, I know people are going to be like, that's no big deal, but it's nothing special. But you don't get to see me play a lot, and a lot of people have been asking for it, so I decided to put it out, and, well, here we go. You can see I've chosen blue. It is Huns v Huns, I believe. You Huns, yes. Which is good, and I'm playing in blue, in the bottom corner, and you can see straight away I don't have a nice position. I always, as soon as I log into a game like this and scout this out like this, I just freaking hate it. Just because when you're in a crater like this, if you start to get harassed, your opponent's always going to be attacking downhill, unless he's in this area, like around here. But honestly, he's just going to try and sit around here and use this hill advantage just to try and keep me cooped in my base, because naturally what you want at the start of the game is map control, complete and utter map control. So, my build, I think this was before I reworked my build. I think I was getting into Feudal Age about 11 minutes instead of about 10:40, so it's about 20 seconds short. The moment I'm getting in about 10:37, 10:40, which isn't bad. It's definitely helping me get that harassment in a bit quicker, but naturally it all just comes down to this. And another thing I don't like, you probably noticed that when I was over here, the village is actually split there. I didn't have time to actually tell them not to attack the sheep, and they just killed it off, so that sucks. I hate it when that happens, and I've got to pay more attention to my macro. I am very cynical of myself, I will say that right now, and critical, definitely, just because of the fact, if I'm not going to become a better player. The only way you can get better is to absolutely rip yourself to shreds. So if you guys see something stupid in this video that I've done, and you think, like, why the hell did you do that? That's just stupid. Or, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Post it in the comments, because I will use it all to improve my game. And I know there's a lot of higher ranked players out there who watch these videos. So, feel free to just absolutely slaughter me when it comes to that. Like, no just trolling, like, just you shit. But, like, why did you do this when you could have done this? Or, why weren't you doing this? Etc. It's constructive criticism, the way to put it. So, I'm playing against Red, who is, like I've said, in Hunt, and Imperial Teaser, who is a good friend of mine. We have been playing for a long time, and we were quite even up until recently when I started playing a whole lot, which is good, and I believe I just get my scout out of there, yes. And because of that, I wanted to play him again. Mostly due to the fact the games were close when we used to play, so I wanted to know if I improved, and one way to improve is find someone you've played that's better than you or of equal, and see how well you can beat them, or if you can beat them. If you can do that, it shows you're improving. It's probably the best way to do it, because as we know, rating doesn't really stand for much. The best way you can probably go about it is to actually play someone that you've played before and see how much better you do. So, I believe I am going up. Yes, there we go. Going up, I've got my 3 farms down. And why 3, you say? Because I am going to go for scouts. Because I know Teaser. I know he will go for skirmishes. And this is where your metagame comes in. You need to know the players. Like Carlos, you know he's going to infantry rush. I know Teaser's going to go skirmishes. So if I went archers straight off the bat, I would be pretty stupid. And a little bit of villager harassment here. However, I did notice that scout, and I did actually engage it first, which is interesting enough. Just because I know as soon as he goes up to feudal, he's going to try and harass that villager on the way back. So if I can kill it off then, I may as well. So lots of villagers actually on berries and farms. Haven't put that 4th farm down yet, just because I've got so much on my berries. And the fact is, I haven't gone for gold yet either, so I'm not going to be able to get those archers out, which I want. So, down goes the stable, and my theory with the stable is, if I'm going to be attacking with this, and I know he's going skirmishes, and I've got excess wood like this, I may as well put down a smith straight away. I've got more than enough food there to do some upgrades on them, so I'll get the plate upgrade for my scout cavalry, which will be good. It'll give them that plus armor defense, which is always really, really helpful when it comes down to fighting skirmishes. So we'll probably see in a sec, actually. And here we go, transferring more into farms, because I want to go more into scouts. And you can actually see I've kept my initial scout alive. We saw that in the initial push. And currently on 30 hit points, which isn't bad, of course. The next thing as well, and there we go, actually, I'm getting my scale biting armor right there. And if we go up again, you'll see that I actually want to get bloodlines as well, because bloodlines on scouts is really important. I can't actually remember if I actually went for it in this game or not, but I'll keep that stable selected and we'll actually check. So he's only just gone up, but he's gone up with a pretty good eco, I will say that. And here we go, actually, I've managed to catch this villager walling, because I actually hate walling with a passion. 70% of the time, if my opponent loses, I will actually, if my opponent walls, sorry, I'll actually lose, just due to the fact of walled, and I'm not great at cracking walls open. So let's have a look. Still 45 hit points on these guys. Doesn't look like I'm going to go for bloodlines, actually. Might have been a different game I did that. But still, managed to get a villager kill over there, which is really important. And here, at this point, my scouts are all on low HP. I'm transitioning to archers, so I don't really mind about them. At this point, I'm just trying to get that harassment in there to stop him gathering this wood, because I want to slow down his skirmisher production as much as possible. And as we know about skirmishers, they do cost a lot of wood to produce. And I believe I'll lose the scout right here, there we go. But the fact of the matter is, my goal there was to keep him off wood. I did that quite well, and I'm pretty happy with that. And during that time, I've managed to fully transition over to archers, and I've managed to get out 2 archers, and I've got my 2 rangers up, my smith, going for my armor upgrade. I've already got fletching, and I always go for upgrades. I'm one of those upgrade nuts who, you know, I like to get all my upgrades as soon as possible. Like, not, of course, at the fact of sacrificing military, but just due to the fact that if I have excess resources, that's what I'll spend them on. So far in this game, I've actually been doing pretty well on my macro. My town center has not stopped, which I'm pretty happy with. However, my scouting's pretty crap. I haven't looked around the whole map a lot, but I know what I need is, well, I know where everything I need is, which is good. And at this point, I was trying to move my scouting to here, but he actually got caught up on those spears, which is never good. And trying to start a step there, but failing out. However, I did manage to get a few kills, which is always nice. So at this point, I'm just trying to outmass, because I know he's going full skirmishes, and if I keep these scouts in here, I'm going to be able to get a little bit of harassment on, but until I take these spears out, there's not going to be a lot I can do. So, harassing villagers at this moment, seems he's got this nice walled off base, is my main goal. So, how am I going to go about that? Also, the thing is, I found I had an abundance of wood. I had lots of wood, and I actually start transferring villagers to gold soon. But I've actually built a market. I use that 175 wood, so I can start selling off that extra wood that I have, so I can start getting out a few more heavy units, and I might even be able to advance early because of it. Getting a kill there, and actually forcing a few of these villagers back, which is always awesome, just because of the fact I'm getting that harassment on, and I'm not losing any units doing it. I'm forcing him to move these guys around, I'm forcing him to wall off his base like this, and if you can't see already, I've got complete map control, which is freaking awesome. And when you have map control like that, and he actually said, should I make a tower? And I'm just like, nah, please don't. That's the good thing about playing with friends as well. You actually get the most rhetorical comments ever, just because they're so funny to play with. Like, I just love playing with people like that, which is why I play with friends so much. But, you know, unranked, guys. If you're going to be playing ranking, play against people you don't know, and you don't know if you're winning against. If you're playing against friends, keep it unranked. Like, this game was unranked, just because we were playing for fun at this stage, and I wasn't trying to improve my ranking or anything. I was just, well, naturally I was trying to improve how well I play, but I just wanted to know, I'm not going to point trade my way up. There's no point whatsoever in that. So, more archers being produced from me, starting to get quite a high food count right now, so I'm looking towards advancing, because I know if I can advance, I'll be able to get these crossbows, I'll be able to get all that advantage which I can get, which is the range upgrades, all the armor upgrades. I can go knights as well, considering he's got so many skirmishes out. Spears would be a problem, however, but you know how it goes. And there we go, so I'm going up to castle right now, I'm halfway there. And right now, Tizar's going to be in a bit of trouble. He's still saving up to go up. However, he is starting to put down quite a few military production units. He's actually got 3 rangers down already, and he's got 3 barracks. So he's expecting more scouts from me on knights or whatever, because he's seen me go up. And honestly, in this fact that he's gone skirmishes and spears, it's probably a pretty decent combination, just because of the fact you can take out those archers fairly easy, and the fact is that you can go for spears as well, which means you can take out those knights if they try to close in. However, here I start getting a little bit more diverse, just because I want to start pulling his army away from certain areas. He does actually have quite a big army, however he is not upgraded yet, which is really important. So, picking off these villagers here, forcing these skirmishers to move back down over here, and then I'm going to move into this side over here, and I actually don't get on that quick enough. I actually lose 2 archers there for no reason. But my goal with that was to get the harass on this side at the same time, which is good. I'm heading off to do that now, and naturally, when your opponent goes mass skirmishes, you go mass mangonel. That's the way I see it at any rate. And here we go, forcing these guys over here. You can see I've actually got my 4+2. Haven't got my crossbow upgrade yet, which is really bad in my opinion, just because I should have it. But I have started going mass cavalry archers. And when's that crossbow upgrade going to be done? Did I actually do it? And that's probably it then. Yeah, there we go. So it is a bit late, but I managed to get these cavalry archers out quite early, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And Mangonel as well. Again, crossbows, just trying to stay on the top of this hill here and trying to stay out of the line of fire of these guys, because I don't want to engage them unless I absolutely have to. Just because of the fact that skirmishers have got such a good bonus over archers, and that's my main problem, honestly. I try and take on too many skirmishers with too little archers. And here you can see as well, just Mangonel absolutely dominating, just because that's what they do. Teams are going up to Castle Age, which is really important. This stable here trying to go down, however, you're not going to get that in, especially when I'm producing Mangonels and going to continue producing them. See, I've gone for the 2 Mangonels now, just because of the fact that I know he's going to keep going skirmishes, so I may as well go for this. Gets up to Castle Age right now, and he's exactly where I want him. I'm going to slow this down just because there's not a lot he can do at all. I've boxed him into this section here. I've managed to hold him in here. I've got these Mangonels out, so he's not going to be able to use these guys too effectively. I've got some skirmishes of my own in the front here, soaking up damage. And here we go. I think I start putting pressure on with these Mangonels. There we go. And keeping this forward villager busy, of course, building that gold mining camp, then going over the archery range. And right now, it's just really go in for the kill, because there's not really a lot left he can do. He's got next to no economy left, so it's pretty much a good game. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll just finish this up now, because I know when it's going to end. But, thanks for watching. I know it wasn't a great game to watch, but it gives you some kind of idea of how I was as a player and how much I'm improving right now, because I'll probably put another video out once I get to the level I want, which will be good. And 3 Mangonels there, just because more is always better, or at least that's my philosophy. If you can go more, go more. So, again, if you saw something really stupid, or something I just shouldn't be doing, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Not a lot else to say, really, I don't think. Yeah, and don't judge me too bad. This was the first game I played when I get up in the morning, which naturally means it's going to be bad. I am actually keeping a log of all my games. I have put the link on my channel page. I'll probably put the link in the description here as well, just so you guys can see how much I'm improving and how well I'm actually doing it. And, well, yeah, that's about all there is to say. So naturally just pushing forward with these Mangonels, keeping all these buildings here, just with as much pressure on him as possible. All he's got left is his town centre in the back, the gold mines here, siege workshop trying to go up. However, at this point, I do have a ram, and I was stupid here. I did let this attack while I was attacking this with Mangonels. So I did actually kill my own ram, which is bad. I did try to back it off there, but what can you do? And here we go in for the finish with the Mangonels. And again, crossbow's just sitting in here. At this point, I'm not trying to harass him too much because I already know he's on the back foot. He's got next to no village. He's got 22 population. And that's good game there. So again, thanks for watching. 100,000 views. Thanks for sticking with me for that long. And hopefully this video will be up in the next hour or so as I have to go to work. Okay.